All right, welcome everyone to another video. We're going to be in the FA-18C once again. Um, we have two wingmen. All three aircraft are carrying two AGM-88C high-speed anti-radiation missiles, as well as four GBU-12 laser-guided bombs. GBU-12 is 500 pounds per bomb, and we are all carrying the Lightning Pod, which is the upgrade from the AT Flare. So, it's cold and dark. We're going to take off, heading in that direction. Waypoint 1 is set to let us know when we are in range of the radar of the SA-6. And then Waypoint 2 is going to let us know when we are roughly in the range of potentially being shot down. And then Waypoint 3 is the target area. So that's all we really need to know. So all the basic startup stuff that we do on all the videos. $18 RPM. Start running that up. Okay, that's all the way up. Hit that there.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
Left engine into idle. Okay, now we have the standby on. IFA. Alright. While we're waiting, we'll go EW. We're going to put that into auto. We're probably going to run out of chaff pretty quick. So, what I want is probably 2 chaff. And I guess that should be okay for this mission. That should be okay. Alright, that's run all the way up. Okay. Now that's in test. Make sure that stops moving around. Check to make sure it's moving around. And it is. There goes the rudder and then the stabilators. You're going to see the ailerons move around in a moment. There goes the ailerons, and then it should reset. There's the reset. Go. Alright. Now on this side, we can put up our SA, waypoint, sequence. Okay, yeah, we can already see from our situational awareness page. That should be right around waypoint 2. Yeah, waypoint 2. Okay, so now we know. And then right around that area is when we should start to get picked up by the radar. We're going to turn off the map because I don't like having the map on. Okay, come to here. Code. Okay, 1688. Now let's select that. Mode is going to be auto. Electric fuse is going to be instantaneous. And now for the harms. Target of opportunity. Hostile. And step. Okay, station 2 and 8. Alright, now pretty much all we have to wait for is just that down there now. And also, this should probably be allowed to go and get moved up into there. This can get moved to operational. Now we're just going to wait for the go and no-go for this down here because we are going to use the XMIT and try to jam that incoming radar. I don't believe that there is a TACAN or I don't believe that there's a TACAN for this base right here. So that guy's looking around, still doing a startup. We're pretty much done. We just have to wait for this to run up right here. Okay, there's the go. We can put that into receive. Now this is still in standby because we're waiting for this. That's why that standby light is on. Also, we're gonna have to use these caution lights because we're gonna have to look at what's locking us up on radar. Make sure that it's an SA. I'm gonna reset the view. There we go. That view's a little bit better. Yeah, it should be fine. Honestly, I could just do this. Okay, it's down to 30. It takes a little while for that thing to come up and start. Just below 20. Alright, so really quickly, I'm just going to go over a couple of things that I do have set up right now in the cockpit. So, right now, we set up our EW on this panel over here, which is our early warning. And so right here we have our situational awareness page set up, and it lets us know that we have 120 chaff, no flare, because what we're dealing with is going to be radar based, nothing heat seeking. And so we're going to be using our chaff to try and lose the lock, as well as our electronic countermeasures. We're going to put it into XMIT, and the XMIT should mess up the radar lock as well. The only thing about that is that you can't radar lock anything else. So we're going to have to launch our harms, then go into XMIT, and then pursue the target after that. Hopefully our harms will do their job and be able to hit the SA6. And if they don't hit the SA6, then I guess we're in for it at that point. We're just going to have to try our best to use evasive maneuvers to dodge the missiles. Down here, the reason why we're waiting for this to start up is because we are going to use IFA, which is a form of navigation. In the cockpit, you can see we have the switch set to IFA right there. Then there's nav, gyro. I don't know what GB is. Test, off, carrier, and ground. And then our radar, we have it set to operational, so that way we can lock stuff up. But then once we put on the jammer, our radar will no longer be operational, whether it's in that position or not on the switch. Okay. Once we get to about 0.5 is when it starts to give us, is when it gives us the okay, and then we can go taxi and take off. Okay. Take about 10 minutes to do that startup. Okay. We are going to pull arm display down here. We're going to pull the stations up here. And this is how we are going to run our setup today. Now we are just going to taxi out. I'm honestly going to get out of the way of the guys and let them go first. Even though I am the flight lead, I just want to, because they're AI, and I don't know which direction they take off at, and where they go to take off on this base, because I don't use this base ever. I think this is actually the first time I've used this base. So, yeah, we're just going to have to see where they go. This is super, like, unrealistic and unprofessional, but it's all good. So I'm at the hold short. He's kind of on the runway. I don't think he's going to take off because of this guy right here. I mean, he's not on the runway. Ah, he's rolling now. There we go. You're definitely not supposed to be over here, especially while a jet's taking off, but I thought that the game was glitched for a moment there. So I had to go inspect what was going on. Okay, we are now off the ground. Quite laggy, but I mean, don't have the greatest connection to the internet. So the stream's probably going to be pretty bad too, but that's alright. Yeah, this game is really laggy right now. We're just going to take this time to climb while we wait for this guy over here. So we're gonna tell them to go finger 4, and once they join up, we'll head inbound to there's the island over there with the adversaries on it. Okay, we'll go ahead and level out now. Continue our bank. And we'll go ahead and go. Oh, there's the SA6 picking us up. We are beyond the waypoint, so here comes one of our guys. We're gonna roll left and they will definitely catch up. What autopilot did I just break? The barometric altitude. Okay, that's fine because we kind of do still have to climb a little bit. Okay. Go ahead and arm. Air to ground. Then we'll switch this back to the situational awareness page. That. Okay, I'm not great with using the harms, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the game real quick. I'm going to go to OBS, turn off the screen real quick. I'm going to look up what H off means. Okay, and we're back. And H off just means that it's ready and that it's a lock. And we can fire. Okay, so I'm going to assume that we are just about 25 miles out from the target. We're going to get a little bit closer before we fire this thing. All right. Okay. Now what we're going to do Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn sideways like this. We're going to go full AB. Nose down a little bit to accelerate. Look over that way to make sure that there's no smoke in the air. Once we start going over the speed of sound, we are going to turn back inbound, fire, and then turn outbound again. Okay, there's the speed of sound. And now we're going faster than the speed of sound, so we can roll in. Now, I don't know if you need to hold the lock for a harm. Okay, so I'm assuming we have now notched it. Okay, I've never seen this before, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to deselect AB and press this. I want to see how this works. Is it going to hit low? I don't think it's going to hit the target. Ah, so close. Okay. So, what I guess we're going to do is we're going to get fast again. But we're also going to get around to the other side. Oh, we need to gain altitude. So we can't get fast yet, because we need to gain altitude. But basically we're going to come around to the other side of this target, so that way we can avoid the buildings and have a clean shot on this thing. Okay, there's 20 feet. We can start to level out a little bit. Get going around the speed of sound. There's the speed of sound. Start turning inbound. Okay, we are well within the range. of this harm. Now we're going to go ahead and get defensive. Our chaff has thankfully been working. So we've been able to break the lock. And once again, we're going to climb. I'm going to deselect A, B, lower the climb. And okay. And that's how that works. Oh, it no longer has radar. Now we can click over, go flight, engage, air defenses. Okay, so apparently 3 is going to engage air defenses, and the other guy is not. Moral to the story. Okay, now we're gonna turn that on. Get our floor pod warming up because we're going to need it. And he has destroyed the cub. So I've taken out the radar. He's taken out the air defense, and now we can go hit our target. Where are these guys? Oh, they're a little far behind me, but that's alright. I also wonder why I can't see them on my situational awareness page. There's the smoke clouds on the beach. Just waiting for this flare pod to warm up. Oh, apparently he's already running in and dropping bombs. I don't see where he has a target locked up. There's no target lock in my helmet mounted display. Okay, well, there we go. Okay, now our flare pod is ready. Turn back inbound on one of these targets. What do we got down here? I think I already see something. Okay, now we have a target. Or is that a tree? That is a tree. In the middle of a road. That looked like a tank to me. Okay, so we're going to deselect that. Unfortunate. We're going to fly away. A little ways at least. Turn back inbound and see what we can lock up. I'm going to tell my guys to anchor where they are.
Flight. Anchor here. Copy.
Okay. Now that's basically going to save their fuel. Because they've probably been going full afterburner trying to catch up to me. And I want to get my bombs off before letting them go get their bombs off because, well, they're AI and I'm making a video. So now I think we're far enough away to where we can turn back inbound to these guys and have enough time to lock up one of these targets with the flare. Okay. Where is that? Oh, okay, that's still kind of far away. Okay, what's that? Okay, that's definitely not what we wanted. Okay, let's come out of narrow so we can actually see what's going on. Okay, and there it is. Now we're going to go into flare. Narrow in on this guy. I think we can see him better with just the TV. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to get around 10,000 feet, 250 knots. Turn on our laser target designator here. Select the bomb we want. Auto, instantaneous electric fuse, free fall, quantity 1. And yeah, let's go put in some work. Also make sure 1688 corresponds with the laser code of that down there at 1688. Okay. So we never had to XMIT the whole time that we the whole entire time that we engaged that SA6, which is good. Yo, there's 10,000 feet. Right around 10,000 feet at least. Right around 250 knots. Okay. Bombs away. That laser is still tracking. You can actually bump that laser over to there. Okay, time to impact 9 seconds. We're going to come out of narrow. We're just going to watch that thing impact. Okay, boom. There is one. There is another. Okay, we're going to go ahead and lock that. Going to descend once again. Come back on the throttle. Try and get around 10,000 feet, 250 knots. And drop another bomb. Turn on our laser target designator. Okay, we're about 5 miles out. That should be far enough. Okay, right around 250 knots. Right around 10,000 feet. Okay. Six seconds till impact. Go ahead and look down here. There it goes. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and travel further on down the road. Looking for more targets. Okay, we're at a weird spot with the gimbal. Also, we're descending like crazy.
Altitude.
That's that situation overload, looking in the cockpit too much. You don't know where you are. We're gonna get a little bit beyond 5 miles out for this one. And just so that way we can get a lock with our FLIR. We're gonna do one more laser guided run, and then we're gonna do a CCIP run, and then we'll let the AI do their thing. They'll drop some bombs, and then we'll return to base. Okay, let me yank back on the stick real quick, bleed off this energy. Going a little faster than I wanted. Oh, I was in narrow. Okay, well there's that. We're just below 10,000 feet. I think we're beyond the release. Okay, just below 10,000 feet, right around 250 knots. Got the laser on. Let's put this laser in a better spot. Right there. We can zoom out a bit and watch that hit. Time to impact right now. Nice. Ooh, there's another one already. Okay, put a lock on that one. Oh, right, CCIP. We're going to do a CCIP run. Mode, CCIP. We'll drop the lock. What do I even display down here? We'll just go EW, I guess. Because now we don't need to use that display. We can go ahead and turn off the FLIR. And now I'll go ahead and head back on inbound. We know they're on the main road. That's the information we've got at the moment. That they are on the main road. Okay, we are in a cloud right now. Here's one. We'll go for this guy.
Altitude. Altitude.
Ah, just missed. Little high. I don't get that though, because I feel like I wasn't really accelerating too fast for the computer to not be able to calculate that. And also I clicked I pickled okay, that's just the 18 on our RWR. That's fine. But I pickled prior to the target. So I don't know why it missed high, but whatever. Engage ground targets.
Flight. Engage targets of opportunity. 2, copy. 2, engaging target.
What's our fuel at? 5,000. They've got to be getting low. Not my wingman. But after they drop these bombs, I'll tell them to RTB. They'll go and land, and I'll watch them as they land.
3, running in.
Okay, 3 is already running in. Nice. Let me power up to get over there faster, and also get a little lower, just so we can see this go down. There seems to be only 3 targets left on the ground. The rest are just smoke. Smoke and debris.
3, bombs away.
I don't know where he dropped the bombs from. Oh, right there. There's the bomb falling. Bomb is pretty low. It's probably going to the one on the beach. Or it's just not tracking at all. It's not going to hit anything.
Rounds on target.
Okay, it did hit the one on the beach. I was going to say, that looks pretty low.
Bombs away.
Okay, and the other one just dropped his bombs.
Target destroyed.
And there's another target down.
2, rejoin.
Okay, apparently I can't tell one person to return to base. And here goes 3. Running in once again. That's 2 coming to rejoin with us.
Bombs away.
And there's 3 dropping his bombs.
Rounds on target.
There it is.
3. Rejoin.
All done. Now we're just gonna fly back to base. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go flight, go to,
Flight.
return to base.
2. Roger. 2. RTB.
There they go. Home fuel, because I'm going full AB. But we're also gaining a lot of altitude. Also, I can... I don't really know how this works. But... I don't know how to jettison. I don't know how that works. Oh, okay, that's how that works. Alright, so you select what you want, and then you press stores. And it'll drop the missile. Then you just rotate it back. If it'll rotate back. It's safe. Alright. There we go. Okay, we're pretty high up there now. Gonna have some pretty good fuel efficiency. Can't go super fast at these altitudes, but put our flaps to full just so that way we can actually stay airborne. And now we're gonna pitch the nose down. Alright, we're coming up on 40,000 feet, which is just about as fuel efficient as you can possibly get with this thing. And now that we're up at this altitude as well, we can start to accelerate. You can see we're slowly gaining speed. And even though we're at full afterburner right now, we're at max power, we're still not losing much fuel. If I was down at 6,000 feet at full afterburner right now, I'd probably be out of fuel by now. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go full idle on the throttles. Flaps up. And now we're just going to go extremely, extremely fast. You can barely even see the runway down there. I don't know where my teammates are. I wish I could see them on here. But I can't. I don't know if that's like something I have to press or whatnot, but yeah, I've been full idle for the past probably like 8 miles. Using up barely any fuel at all right now. Just letting the plane free fall. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go nose down even more. And then yank up on the stick.
Altitude. Altitude.
Basically just trying to bleed energy to 350 knots. That way we can go into the break. Both jets are behind me, which lets you know that we were definitely going pretty fast and being fairly efficient. Now we're going to go ATC
1-1.
inbound. I don't know how safe it is to go into the break over the top of this thing because of the mountains and all that, but I'm sure it should be fine. So we actually want to be around 900 feet in this break because
1-1. Check landing gear. Runway 19.
because it's an extra 100 feet in elevation. Okay, there's 250 knots, gear down, flaps to full. Come over the top of this mountain. 800 feet, which is actually 700 feet. We're going to start to roll in. Continue to descend. Okay. Yeah, we're actually 100 feet lower than what our altitude is displaying. And I overshot that break like crazy, but that should be okay. Okay, decent landing there. We're going to try not to overshoot this taxiway. Not this one, but the next one up. I think there's one more. See if I can brake fast enough to be able to taxi on that taxiway. It looks like we are able to taxi on that one. Took that turn a little early.
1-1. Taxi to parking area.
Now I don't even understand how these these parking areas even work. They don't even look like parking areas to me, but whatever. Okay, that looks good enough to me. My dogs are going crazy right now. One moment.